Dear viewers, I wonder if anyone has ever experienced this, sleeping soundly, then suddenly being awakened by a sharp pain in the calf. No falling, no bumping, just lying still, and the leg naturally contracts, as if someone is pulling a string. It hurts so much that you have to sit up, massage your leg, groan softly and just sigh, another muscle cramp. It might sound trivial, but if you experience this often, especially at night, please don't underestimate it. Because muscle cramps are not just sudden muscle contractions. They can be a reminder that the body is deficient in important substances for muscles, nerves, and even sleep. The good news is, we don't need medication, and we don't need excessive dieting. Just choosing a few familiar foods correctly during the day, you can significantly reduce the frequency of muscle cramps and help your body feel more comfortable every morning you wake up. In this video, I will share with you 3 simple foods but have been verified by nutrition and medical experts to effectively reduce muscle cramps in people over 50. And especially, the most effective food is something many people overlook. Please watch until the end, because sometimes just a small change in your diet can bring a good night's sleep, steady legs, and a much lighter new day. Imagine you are sleeping soundly, dreaming of traveling in Hawaii. Blue sea, golden sunshine, until, bam, the muscle cramp in your calf pulls you back to reality faster than an alarm clock. Painful, twisting, your face contorted like a squeezed lemon. I don't know about you, but some people say, I'd rather listen to my wife scolding me than have a muscle cramp at 3 in the morning. But this is not a funny matter, nor is it entirely sad. It's a matter of potassium deficiency. Yes, potassium. It might sound unfamiliar, but it is one of the most important minerals that helps muscles not rebel. And when it comes to potassium, we must mention bananas, the golden, soft, slightly sweet fruit that is always present in the kitchen like an old friend that we often don't pay attention to. The truth is, each medium-sized banana contains about 420 milligrams of potassium, enough to help muscles breathe a sigh of relief after a long day. Not only that, bananas also provide a bit of magnesium, a bit of vitamin B6, like a mini medical team for muscles. B6 helps nerves transmit signals smoothly, magnesium helps muscles relax, and potassium plays the role of commander-in-chief, keeping each muscle fiber contracting and relaxing at the right rhythm. What if this trio is missing? Your muscles will react like an old machine running out of battery, jerky, freezing, and suddenly twitching. Now you might think, oh, that's easy. Eating 2 to 3 bananas a day will keep me healthy. Or someone else might say, I eat bananas every day, so why do I still get leg cramps at night to the point of crying? Let me tell you, the problem isn't with bananas, it's with the timing of eating, how you combine them, and the amount of potassium you consume compared to what your body needs. An adult body needs about 3,500 to 4,700 milligrams of potassium per day. One banana only provides about 420 to 450 milligrams. Less than 15%. So, if you only rely on one banana in the early morning, then drink coffee, eat a slice of dry bread, and think you're eating healthy, then unfortunately, your body is still severely deficient. You eat bananas on an empty stomach? Wrong. You eat overripe bananas? Also wrong. You eat bananas alone, without anything else? Wrong again. Bananas by nature are a source of natural sugar. If eaten on an empty stomach, especially in the morning when the stomach has nothing to line it, blood sugar will spike, then drop quickly like a slide. The consequence is that you feel leg fatigue, weakness, and sometimes even shaky hands, not knowing if it's from hunger or a sugar rush. And if you eat very ripe bananas, the kind with many black spots like camo patterns, the glycemic index, GI, will be even higher, making the body of older adults, who are already sensitive to insulin, even more metabolically disrupted. And if insulin doesn't work properly, muscles have difficulty absorbing potassium, thereby causing sudden contractions, especially at night. Unlike the main character in an action movie, bananas cannot fight muscle cramps alone. It needs teammates. Magnesium helps muscles relax, prevents contractions. Vitamin B6 supports the nervous system in transmitting signals to muscles. Water, because dehydration equals muscle cramps. Light protein helps stabilize blood sugar and provides building blocks for muscles. Therefore, eating bananas without combining them with supportive components is just one-sided love for muscles. And muscles don't recognize that affection. So how should you eat so that your muscles understand your affection? Eat one moderately ripe banana, not too soft, no dense black spots. In the late afternoon, around 3 to 4 p.m., or after a light dinner, accompany it with 3 to 4 almonds or 1 tablespoon of unsweetened yogurt. Don't eat bananas immediately after exercising, because at this time the body needs protein, not sugar. Don't use bananas to replace breakfast if you only eat them with coffee or dry biscuits. A simple combo you can try: banana plus Greek yogurt plus 1 slice of whole wheat bread plus a few slices of fresh ginger. Just enough protein, stable blood sugar, and supports digestion. Bananas are good, but they can't bear the entire burden of your muscle cramps. Besides bananas, you should also drink enough water, eat a variety of green vegetables, sweet potatoes, and pumpkins. Limit prolonged use of diuretics, if not really necessary. Monitor if you sweat a lot at night, as that's also when potassium is lost. In summary, bananas are not at fault. Only the habits that are not at the right time, not in the right way, are what need to be changed. Let bananas return to their rightful place, a friendly companion, helping you sleep better, have fewer cramps, and especially walk more steadily every day. Have you ever felt like you've tried everything? Eating bananas to supplement potassium, drinking enough water, even taking magnesium supplements, yet muscle cramps still silently return, especially at night. You lie down thinking you're finally at peace, but just a few minutes later, a sharp contraction shoots up your calf, making you sit up. Not only is it painful, but it also leads to sleeplessness and prolonged fatigue until the next morning. At that point, people usually think about muscles. But the truth is, the root cause may come from the nervous system, the place that sends signals controlling every tiny movement. And if those signals are disordered, no matter how strong the muscles are, they will contract incorrectly. And the second food we're talking about is eggs, the savior for this situation. Eggs, a simple cheap food, present almost every day in the kitchen, are often overlooked because they are too familiar. But few people know that inside a boiled egg lies extremely important nutrients, especially for people after age 60. No need for supplements, no need to buy expensive milk. Just one properly prepared egg each day is enough to nourish and restore the nervous system, thereby helping to significantly reduce muscle cramps. We have billions of nerves running throughout our body. From the brain to the tips of our toes, these nerves are covered by a myelin sheath, like the insulating plastic on the outside of an electrical wire. This sheath protects and helps signals travel quickly, correctly, and without interference. Vitamin B12 is the raw material that creates that insulating layer. When B12 is deficient, signals from the brain to the muscles are unclear. Muscles contract incorrectly. Cramps, mild spasms, slow reflexes. The initial symptoms are often numbness in the fingertips, calf fatigue, a feeling of unsteadiness when standing up. Eggs, especially egg yolks, are one of the most easily absorbed natural sources of B12. Very suitable for older adults who have a weaker digestive system than younger people. A study at Tufts University, USA, once showed that 40% of people over 60 have B12 levels below the optimal threshold, even when they still eat meat and eggs. The reason? Absorption capacity gradually decreases with age, and the older you get, the more your body needs B12 from an easily digestible, easily metabolized source. There is another less mentioned substance, but extremely important in the nervous system: choline. Choline is the raw material for creating acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that helps send signals from the brain to the muscles at the right time, control reflexes, reduce hand and leg tremors, improve motor coordination, especially in the knees and ankles. Egg yolks contain choline levels many times higher than other foods like vegetables, fish, or plant-based milk. And the great thing is that choline from eggs is extremely well absorbed, even in people over 70. If you feel you are walking slower, need to use your hands to support yourself when standing up, have slightly slower reflexes when changing positions, then choline is what your body is silently needing. In addition, eggs, especially free-range or organic eggs, also contain natural vitamin D, the type of vitamin that helps increase calcium absorption, helps muscles contract properly, regulate the immune system, prevent muscle inflammation, help you sleep more deeply at night, reducing midnight cramps. A person deficient in vitamin D may still eat enough protein and potassium, but when a muscle cramp comes, the muscles still can't relax. And if the situation persists, you will find yourself easily fatigued, with slight tremors in your knees and slower recovery after each exercise. Not only that, egg whites contain high-quality protein rich in leucine, isoleucine, and valine, 3 branched-chain amino acids that help activate new protein synthesis, Repair muscle fibers that are micro-torn after exercise. Maintain muscle strength, especially in the thighs and calves, the areas most prone to weakness in older adults. Unlike plant-based protein, protein from eggs has a near-perfect biological absorption rate, up to 98%, meaning almost none of it is wasted when it enters the body. So how should you eat eggs to achieve the highest anti-cramp effect? To maximize the anti-cramp potential of eggs, you don't need complicated recipes. The important thing is to maintain a reasonable amount of eggs, about 1 to 2 per day, regularly in your diet. Because our body doesn't store vitamin B12 and choline, important nutrients found in eggs, daily supplementation is necessary. Regarding cooking methods, prioritize gentle methods such as soft-boiled to retain all nutrients, steaming or frying without oil so that the whites are softly cooked. It is best to limit deep-fried eggs as they easily create harmful oxidized compounds, and avoid eating raw eggs to prevent the risk of infection and improve nutrient absorption. Eggs are also a very easygoing food that can be flexibly combined with many other foods to enhance the protective effect on the nervous system and fight against unpleasant muscle cramps. You can combine eggs with spinach or other green leafy vegetables to supplement folate and fiber, supporting a healthy digestive system. Adding avocado or salmon to a meal with eggs will provide more omega-3s, helping to reduce inflammation in muscle tissue. A complete and recovery-promoting breakfast can be eggs combined with whole wheat bread and a little ground walnuts. So when does your body speak up, needing more eggs? Pay attention to small but significant signs such as numbness in the fingertips and toes, mild twitches in the calves in the evening, slower reflexes when standing up easily causing unsteadiness, light and easily interrupted sleep, or feeling leg fatigue even after walking a short distance. If you notice 2 to 3 of these signs, then it is very likely that eggs are the important missing piece in your daily diet to support the nervous system and minimize troublesome muscle cramps. Eggs are not just a common breakfast food. It is a streamlined nutritional complex, perfectly designed for a body entering a stage that needs more recovery than growth. It helps nerves talk to muscles again, helps the brain send the right commands at the right time, and helps you reduce those sudden awakenings in the middle of the night due to an unexpected contraction. One egg, as light as a breakfast, but it can be the turning point for healthy legs and peaceful sleep. Picture this, folks. During the day, bananas act like a fitness trainer, delivering potassium to your calves, helping them contract and relax properly without contracting when they're not supposed to. By evening, eggs are like a neural engineer, transmitting smooth signals from head to toe, quelling the nighttime protests of your muscles. These two buddies work together harmoniously, causing many cramps to make an appointment but not show up. But if you think that's enough for a full night's sleep, then, sorry to say, there's still a very sophisticated, silent, stealthy third culprit that masterminds your midnight wake-ups clutching your leg and groaning softly: magnesium deficiency. And interestingly, the supplement for this problem isn't far away. It might be right in your kitchen. It's just that you've never paid attention to its true power. We're talking about pumpkin seeds. Sounds humble, doesn't it? A tiny seed, often seen as a snack, sometimes just sprinkled for decoration in salads. But if you're experiencing muscle fatigue, light sleep, or waking up with heavy legs, then pumpkin seeds are the silent savior you need. After 50, our bodies are no longer as flexible as they used to be. The nervous system is slower. Muscle cells gradually lose elasticity. And more than that, biochemical reactions become more fussy, needing the right ingredients, at the right time, under the right conditions to function smoothly. Among those hundreds of reactions, over 300 processes require magnesium, from nerve transmission, heart rate control, supporting muscle contraction and relaxation, to protein synthesis for muscles. Without magnesium, everything becomes disordered. You might eat enough protein, drink enough water, sleep on time. But if you lack magnesium, your muscles are still tense, your sleep is still light, and your legs are no longer as flexible as they used to be. Unlike calcium deficiency, which can cause osteoporosis, or iron deficiency, which easily leads to obvious anemia, Magnesium deficiency doesn't have noisy symptoms. Everything happens very quietly. A feeling of knotted muscles in the calves when sitting for a long time, mild fatigue after walking a few steps, transient muscle twitching when changing positions, or worse, a feeling of restless tossing and turning, even after lying in bed for enough hours. Many people think they have insomnia or weak joints, but in fact, it could be a whisper from the nervous system crying for help due to magnesium deficiency. We can supplement magnesium with medication, but the elderly body absorbs it best through natural foods because it comes with fiber, enzymes, and supporting trace minerals. Pumpkin seeds, just 2 tablespoons a day, provide up to 168 milligrams of magnesium, which is nearly 40% of the daily requirement. Not only that, it has omega-3s, which help fight silent inflammation in muscles and joints. It has tryptophan, a precursor to melatonin, which helps you sleep more deeply and wake up less often. It has antioxidants that protect muscle cells from damage due to aging. Just one tiny seed that touches almost every aspect you need, from sleep and leg flexibility to a relaxed mood. And it's not just theory. An analysis of Haines data published by a University of Pennsylvania research team in 2016 showed that a diet rich in tryptophan was associated with a nearly 27% reduction in the risk of sleep disorders in adults, especially those over 60. That is, you don't need sleeping pills. You don't need synthetic melatonin. 1 spoonful of pumpkin seeds a day, used at the right time, can completely help the brain have enough raw materials to produce melatonin on its own, in the most natural and safest way. However, some studies also note the effect of magnesium on daytime alertness or deep sleep quality is not completely consistent across all subjects. Therefore, instead of expecting eating pumpkin seeds is like sleeping like a baby, see it as a gentle, natural, and sustainable adjustment for the nervous system and sleep every day. And the key is not just how much you eat, but more importantly, how you eat so that your body best absorbs the benefits from pumpkin seeds. Remember, a moderate dose, about 1 to 2 tablespoons per day, equivalent to 15 to 30 grams, and you can divide it into 1 or 2 meals during the day. The ideal time to enjoy pumpkin seeds is in the afternoon or after a light dinner, when our nervous system begins to transition into a relaxed state, preparing for sleep. You can easily incorporate pumpkin seeds into your daily diet by sprinkling them on a warm bowl of oatmeal, mixing them into a fresh vegetable salad, snacking on them with a sweet ripe banana or refreshing unsweetened yogurt, or simply turning them into a healthy afternoon snack to replace sugary candies. A small but important note is to prioritize choosing unsalted pumpkin seeds without any other seasonings, and don't forget to chew them thoroughly so that digestive enzymes can work most effectively, helping your body fully absorb the precious nutrients from this gift of nature. I have met many older adults who shared, "After using pumpkin seeds every day, I no longer have nighttime cramps," or "My sleep is deeper and I wake up in the morning with my legs no longer feeling tired." It's all thanks to magnesium. And pumpkin seeds are the most persistent companion. Easy to eat, easy to find, without side effects, and suitable for vegetarians, diabetics, and those taking medication. Pumpkin seeds are not a panacea, but they are a simple, safe, and effective choice to reduce nighttime cramps, soothe tense and tired calf muscles, improve deep sleep, support the nervous system, reduce irritability, and mild anxiety. It doesn't need loud advertising. Just try it regularly for 2 to 3 weeks. And when you wake up one morning and find it easier to stand up and your legs are no longer stiff, remember that small handful of seeds. Because sometimes, strength doesn't come from something big, but from small things, repeated subtly. If you've read this far, try sharing it with a friend or relative who often has muscle fatigue, doesn't sleep well, or gets cramps often. Because sometimes, just a timely suggestion can help someone regain the feeling of waking up without being tired. And if you try it, don't forget to leave a comment about your experience. There are things that seem very small: a sudden contraction pain in the middle of the night, a startle because your calves are tense, a morning waking up with heavy legs, getting out of bed no longer as light as before. Many people think it's due to age, but no, for the most part, it's a gentle reminder from your body that I need to be cared for properly. On today's journey, we have revisited 3 familiar friends, but looked at them with new eyes. Bananas, not just a convenient fruit, but a precious source of potassium and magnesium, helping each of your muscle fibers contract and relax rhythmically, as smoothly as a flawless piece of music. Whole eggs, a simple dish for generations, now a silent protector for the nervous system. With vitamin B12 and choline, it helps signals from the brain to the muscles not get disordered, eliminating those sudden midnight twitches. Pumpkin seeds, seemingly just a casual snack, but they contain magnesium, tryptophan, and good fats. They help you sleep more deeply, keep your mood more stable, and most importantly, help muscles no longer be stretched for no reason. No need to stay in shape like young people. No need to chase complicated menus. Just keep the flexibility to go to the market, walk, and take your grandchildren to play. Keep a full night's sleep, uninterrupted by pain in the middle of the night, and keep your legs your own, steady, active, and independent. If you feel enlightened today, if you're thinking, I'll try to change a little from tomorrow, then I believe just one small action each day, you will see results greater than expected. Which of the 3 foods today impressed you the most? Or simply write, I will start, because sometimes saying it out loud is the beginning of a solid change. See you in the next video, with knowledge that is close to home and easy to apply, and always aiming for one thing, keeping old age not just long but also strong.